That was the stun setting. This is not.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
Okay, so I think now that you've gotten the new intro out of the way, we can now just get straight into business of why Gorilla Grodd deserves the respect as a true GIGACHAD. So let's begin with, the classical shit, which is always the golden era. It's where you get the meat and potatoes. So through his strength, he can casually walk through Barry's cyclones. Barry states that he's never seen this be done before. He can brainwash entire species or civilizations to follow his command. Keep in mind that this dude's telepathy is fucking insane. We're gonna get into this as time goes on. So he's in one of his top drip moments on the bottom left of this scan. He's stated to be the immovable object of Flash's irresistible force. Also, I just had to include it because look at this goon just taking that straight up hit with a smile. So through his mind over matter abilities, we're going to call it M.O.M for short, he can affect any material object through his unbounded mental energy. In this case, he teleported the whole supervillain squad in front of Flash to buy him time. Keep in mind that this includes Captain Boomerang, who, can easily destroy the Flash, and Silver Surfer, and Grodd is miles above Captain Boomerang. And on numerous occasions, Flash has said that Gorilla Grodd is his most dangerous foe. So, Gorilla Grodd can send telepathic messages to anyone at least planetary distances, while also being able to create energy bubbles which can distort time, and are strong enough to contain Barry's sweaty, phasing attempts, which usually always, break the, stories with the plot armor, but not in this case. So, because some people like to complain about, ooh, what are his raw stats? He always just mind hacks people. Well, he can completely tank Superman's dive and proceeds to throw him around like a doll. He can match Supes in the strength clash hand to hand, then overpower him and throws him around again. He can manipulate Hal's own will against himself, which I thought was kind of pretty funny. He proceeds to sock him in the face. He brainfucks Superman into seeing non-existent kryptonite, weakening him with an empty palm, to which he proceeds to slam the shit out of him. That's pretty dope. After casually one-shotting Aquaman with a Mind Blast, since Aquaman is just pure dog water, Grodd pulls up for a telepathy duel against Martian Manhunter. We all know how much of a powerhouse Martian Manhunter is in this regard. He proceeds to beat Martian Manhunter and break his psyche into thinking he's melting with fire all around him. He should be comparable in at least stats to a pissed off Calabac the Cruel, one of Darkseid's oldest children who's pulled up to the Justice League solo before. After a dope ass fight against Grodd, Grodd came out on top. And Grodd is arguably faster than Calabac with several Spleed Blitz instances, which made Calabac shook. He was like, wait, what the fuck? How did you get there? So, his Mega Genius status allows him to anticipate any possible maneuver one can make, attacking him. In this case, Wally, where he literally bitch slaps his ass away like a Chad. Yeah, keep in mind, I could also make a solo video on why he's a 5-head Mega Brain, because the dude's insanely smart, obviously, and on numerous occasions he's just made inventions which have clowned the Flash and everyone else, but that would just be a whole long video on itself. But he KO'd Captain Comet easily, like a beast, when he was previously popping off on several members of the Secret Society of Supervillains. You could probably argue that Grodd is the strongest member of that society. He might be on par with Sinestro, because Sinestro was also part of that during that period. He's able to mentally suck out the energy of power rings to dangerously low levels, so which Howl was, you know, shook. So, the ring is kind of like Grodd's bitch. To be fair, this is kind of a younger Howl, but still, it's very impressive. He can make his voice heard to whoever he wishes to fuck around with across whole dimensions. Using M.O.M, he can cause brain fucks to groups of people where they experience a realm of sorts of like suffering. So it's kind of like Ghost Rider's Pen and Stare, except, you know, more drippy since he uses M.O.M. So he can use M.O.M to transport Flash, Vixen, and Piper to wherever he wishes. In this case, just being like cages where they couldn't escape. It's kind of funny where Flash, for some reason, like doesn't phase out of it. Probably Grodd like made like some sort of scientific cage. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty OP. He could probably just use M.O.M to teleport whatever opponent he's facing to like, I don't know, a super pit of like lava or something. So he uses M.O.M to humiliate Vixen into thinking she's a bird, while proceeding to one-shot Barry and Piper in a single blast. Because of his one of his chattiest moments, GIGACHAD. Because his grandson refused his wish, Gorilla Grodd, with no hesitation, snapped his lover's neck and melts his superhero brains like group. You don't fuck with M.O.M, bro. And keep in mind, like, Grodd literally just pulled up, just out of nowhere. He scraps back and forth with a pissed off Supergirl he had just made like his slave prior. Like Supergirl like just came back to her senses and they were having a like kind of equal footing fight. Flash states Grodd has been the only villain he's faced strong enough to give him consistent nightmares. To complement this, Grodd proceeds to fuck up his mind and jab his ass miles away. After taking enough rapid punches to make it to where Flash says he feels he broke his hand, Grodd just gets right back up and like breaks his like bros out of, you know, prison. He catches and like crushes Flash against the walls like it's nothing, finishing him off with a dope M.O.M stare. Better than Pen and Stare. Look at that fucking artwork, bro. That's sick. So he dispatches the Flash and Nightwing easily then, able to snatch Flash again through his leg while like zooming. Another showing making him possibly comparable, like at least in combat speed to the Flash. Then he uses M.O.M on Dick to show him like his parents' deaths. Like I think I should note that like although at this point in the comics he's been done like a little dirty, as most characters are, you know, back in the good old days, where he wasn't as much as GIGACHAD as he was like, you know, early on. But you gotta appreciate how like, I don't know, with the artwork the lip mind fucks are that they've provided him, at least in the recent comics. And he still clowns like everyone. Through his genius, he was like moments away from rewriting all of history if it wasn't for the classic like bullshit writing to take him down. Okay, so I feel bad for Martian Manhunter, bro. Dude gets abused. So during round 2 of a telepathy fight versus Martian Manhunter, Grodd this time turns him back into his fodder natural self, Ripperoni. And I had to include round 3. Poor Martian Manhunter. Just bro, he can't handle M.O.M. It's too dope. After he let Dogwater, Aquaman just get some punches in for like false confidence, Grodd got serious then and clapped his cheeks like it was a walk in the park. And M.O.M can be used on like highly resistant foes, like it can affect Superman all the same, stopping Superman right in his tracks when he was about to attack Grodd. And to end Grodd showings for now, let's just make him like have a GIGACHAD finish. And here's him casually jabbing Lex's head off with a giant spoon and then eating it whole. I hope after this you just respect Grodd as, you know, the big boy he is, and just how incredibly broken he was, especially in like, you know, the golden days. He still is, but, you know, as I said earlier, I don't like how authors do them dirty. Maybe I'll just make like a video about that, because it pisses me off. But I think I might do a versus matchup with a friend of mine, Gorilla Grodd versus Craven. So stay tuned for that. But thank you for watching. Again, look at the announcements. Hope you like the new intro. And yeah, until next video, guys. Peace.